in order to make the right tools, we're going to have to use some of that wood that we gathered earlier. Now, if you take the wood, you can place it up here where it says crafting. This is basically a miniature crafting table. Certain items you can put up here will turn into other things. So you can see that this oak wood will turn into 4 oak planks for each piece of wood that we have there. So if we click on it, we can get 12 pieces because we put 3 pieces up there. Now, there are certain things you can do, such if you put one up there, you'll get a button, which right now is a complete waste because we don't need a button for anything. If you put 2 of them, 2 oak planks on top of each other, you get 4 sticks. If you fill all 4 spots, you get a crafting bench. Now that we have a crafting table, you can put it on the ground and right click on it. Now you'll notice it's the same concept as our crafting table, except it also gives us a 3x3 bench instead of a 2x2, which is actually way more useful than the personal one because you can actually now make tools with it. So the first thing we're going to make is a pickaxe, which takes 2 sticks on top of each other like this and 3 pieces of wood going across the top. And you can see that it made a wooden pickaxe. So we can put this here and we will save these for later on. And just like anything that we make, we can break it and take it with us. So the next thing that we're going to get is some of this stone. Now, for those of you who don't know, if you do go in water, you have to hold the space bar in order to not drown, or whatever your jump key is bound to, or else you'll sink to the bottom, and when these little bubbles down there disappear, you'll run out of breath and it'll start taking away your health. So it's very bad to stay underwater for too long. So right now I'm just gathering a bunch of stone, which this should be enough. 11 pieces. And then if we walk over here, you'll notice that those cracks are still taking a very long time to form on this. Anytime you're mining something and those cracks take a long time to spread out like that, that means you're using the wrong tool. And odds are that the item that you're on is going to break after the cracks reach the edge. So what's happening is we need a more powerful tool to break into that because that's a piece of iron. So in order to get into it, we're going to make another pickaxe, but this time instead of using wood, we're going to use cobblestone. So same concept, 2 sticks, but this time we're putting 3 pieces of cobblestone across the top. And this now gives us a stone pickaxe, which if we walk over to that piece of iron now, you can see that the cracks appear a lot faster, and we were able to get the iron. And now you can still see there's a piece underwater there. And there's also a piece down here. There's a lot of iron here, so this is kind of good. Now you'll notice it takes a lot longer to mine underwater. Now it almost looks as if it's going to break it because it does take a long time, but I will tell you that mining underwater takes a lot more time to do than mining on the surface. It's just a mechanic they put into the game that if you're underwater, it takes a lot longer to mine. So don't be discouraged by it. It's not going to break the blocks just because it takes longer now. We already know that this tool can break it, but it is something to keep in mind. Now, as you can see, that little box right there is the sun, and it's slowly setting. It starts on one side and goes all the way above you and sets over there. When it gets down to the horizon, it'll turn orange, and then it will turn to night, which means it's going to get dark. And when it's dark, monsters will start coming out that will attack you. So what you need to do is prepare for it by building a house. Now, since we're in here, this is probably going to be the best kind of house that we can get for now. And we're going to wall this off in a second, but we're going to need to do something before it gets too dark. On our crafting bench, I put 8 pieces of cobblestone along the outside, and we've now got a furnace. If we put the furnace on the ground, we can put a couple wood planks on the bottom, and we can put oak wood on the top. Now what this is going to do is it's going to burn up the oak planks and burn up the oak wood, and the oak wood is going to turn into charcoal. Now charcoal is the same as coal, which I will probably find later on in a different video, but it allows us to make torches as well as power our furnace more efficiently than burning a piece of wood. So right now it's just a little furnace, it's burning the wood and it's making this charcoal with it. So you can see we got 3 pieces of charcoal, and I actually just ran out of wood, so that's not good. I should have kept a couple extra sticks. Now we are pretty far away from trees, so this is not good at all. Normally by this time I am dug in a hole somewhere. Oh no, and just like that you can hear I am getting shot at by a skeleton, and there's a spider, and this is exactly why you do not want to go out at night. Now my pickaxe will do a lot more damage to these guys than my bare hand. I'm actually just going to get that piece of wood, and I'm going to try to make it back to my little cave over there before I get shot anymore. As you can see, that stuff comes out quick. You can see the moon's up there now, and that was dangerous. So looks like we made it back. Nothing's following us. So I'm going to take that piece of wood I got, turn it into sticks, and now if I take those sticks and put you know, I'm only going to make 1 set. If I put the charcoal on top of the sticks, it makes torches. Torches I can then take and place on the walls, and it makes it brighter in here. So what I'm going to do real quick is just go around, and I'm going to block myself in. Need 1 more piece. And this way I am in my little safe house. I can still use my crafting bench, still get into my furnace, but that is how you actually take wood and make it into charcoal. Now, like I was saying, when we start going mining, we will find naturally occurring coal, which is actually called coal. It's pretty much the same thing. You can still take your sticks, put the coal above it, and it'll make your torches, and it will also power your furnaces. So that is how you survive your first night, is by making a little hole somewhere, and you pretty much stay there until it's daytime. Now most mobs can't fit through a single hole, so you can open a block up and kind of you know, peek out to see if it's still daytime or not. You can hear there's a spider above me right now, but it won't be able to hurt me in here. So we're technically safe to start mining if we want, but the first thing I want to do is take that charcoal and melt some of this iron with it.